Check it out, it's got literally 15 kilometers on it. This is the cab of the new Mercedes. Mark Griffith here, for those on my RCHacker channel. Yeah, I haven't done a video for a while. That's because I'm back in Australia and I've had to pick up a job. And part of that job, the first thing I'm doing is transiting this brand new Mercedes G-Wagon, which I picked up on the Sunshine Coast. And I'm taking this all the way down to Albury to get some further modifications done to it. So there's bodywork, this big storage compartment on the back here has been done by a mob called Quick Core on the Sunshine Coast in Maroochydore. And it's an absolutely massive amount of storage in here. I presume we're going to be doing something different with the spare tyre here, probably put our own racks on the back or something like that. Now what this vehicle is going to be doing is it's going to be doing tours for a company called Outback Spirit, I'm working for. I don't know if you can see that there. So I managed to pick up a dream job with Outback Spirit, and I'm going to be driving possibly this vehicle on the Canning stock route, and I'm doing a bunch of tours on the Canning stock route, and I'll be doing those. They're a 16-day trip, and I'm going to be doing 6 of those trips this season. So if you want to go on a trip with me, any of my subscribers, get in contact with Outback Spirit in Australia and say, I want to be on a tour with Mark on the Canning stock route. And maybe they'll find out. There's 2 convoys that go up and down for the season, and I'm on one of them. And 18 passengers, 5 vehicles. We got 6x6 vehicles as well. Now this of course is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, 3-litre V6 diesel. It's got diff locks front and rear, provisioning for a winch there. All those cables there are to put a winch on. I'm not sure if we're going to get one fitted or not. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the professional version, but she's pretty basic inside. Like all my transit junk is in here at the moment, but she's got a, I think this is a 5-speed gearbox. It's an automatic gearbox. I think this is a 5G Tronic. I thought it was a 7G Tronic, but it's not. It's a 5G. You've got a center diff lock, front and rear diff lock, high and low range. It's an absolute beast. I've been driving it since yesterday. I left the Sunshine Coast and I stayed in Goondiwindi overnight, and I got up at about 4 this morning to continue this transit. And she's a bit rough, but you know, it is a 4-wheel drive. It doesn't have cruise control. It's got 2 airbags. There's an aftermarket rear vision camera and stuff has been put on. I don't know if it's got aircon or not. I don't think it does. I haven't really worked it out, but if it does, it's not. There's no actual button for it. I think you just put it on cold and it works. But all the heating controls are really basic. Lights are over this side, handbrakes over this side too, a bit far away from the driver, but you know that's because this is the Australian version. I haven't figured out what that one is. It's a cool little thing for tilting the headlights up and down. So I actually found I didn't really need spotties to drive this at night quite safely, so I was quite happy with that. It's a whole lot of extra controls. Let's power takeoff. I don't know what these do. Apparently this was bought and it's got all the extra switches and stuff without the hardware installed, so you know, potentially you can just fit the hardware and all the wiring's there. weapon mount. So typically these are military versions. This bit in the middle doesn't even lift up. It's like, I know there's hollow storage in there. Central locking. It's got a fair chunk of noise there. Seats, they tilt forward and back, and a bit of storage under there. Oh, here we go. Oh, flexible reading light. That's handy. Bonus. Didn't realise that was in there. You know, very basic floors and stuff. So, yeah, she's an absolute beast of a machine. Listen to that door. Fantastic. Alloy rims. I'll show you the engine and stuff later, but the engine is just, it fills up all that space in there, like literally all that space in there. She's not your portal wheel, what you might see on TV if you see the big 6Bs and stuff. It's not a portal type of thing. It's a bit of mechanically simpler, just a standard live axle on the front there with springs, with coil springs front and rear. Yeah, front and rear coil springs, drum brakes on the back. I'd say it's got all the standard stability control and all that sort of stuff that Mercedes has. ABS. I have given this a really good hard stomp on the brakes. I didn't want to smash into a roo, and she pulls up really, really nice. I don't know about these. That's great, so I can clean those. Actually, they're really solid, but well, these ones look a bit exposed. You think they'd do the same? Sure, they're right. I think we're going to get fitted extra bars going down the side here, possibly eventually. LED rear lights. They're actually quite bright, and I think they angle a bit down, which is nice for night driving, so you can see the white line in your rear vision mirror there. Tow point here, camera, massive hard points here, like absolutely enormous. And this is fixed on by 4 mounts like this, the whole body on the back. I think we got about a 70 litre tank back there, but in the middle is room for definitely room for another. I'd love to have another fuel tank, water tank in there. But fantastic vehicle. Australia is getting more and more of these vehicles apparently. Apparently they're cheaper to operate than, say, an equivalent Toyota Land Cruiser, and they're tougher as well. Like, they've got a reputation for being very strong. There's a YouTube video of a bunch of G-Wagons that went on the Canning stock route. Some British guy took a bunch on some safari or whatever, but they just smashed them, and I don't think they were the professional version. And they broke a bunch of shock absorbers and stuff, and so it got a bit of bad reputation. But this company, Outback Spirit, that I'm working for, they've had G-Wagons on the Canning stock route now for over 3 years, and they're going really strong still. So yeah, so something a little bit different for you guys. I reckon it's not the most comfortable to drive for long distances on the highway, but once this thing gets off-road, I'm really looking forward to it. If you're wondering what that stupid thing on the top is, there's an electric fan with a filter on the top, and that just pressurizes the back of the whole thing to try and stop the dust getting in the back, because there's always holes in a big thing like that, and it never quite seals properly. So that's the idea with that. But I don't know, it looks a bit crooked to me. I've got to check the bolts. There's something rattling we've got to figure out. But this is brand new, like straight out of the factory that built the back on there. Anyway, cheers, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.